Okay, we're here at an anti-Zionism protest march, trying to figure out the location, because we got an adult bookstore here. We got L.Y.T bakery, and we think normally people protest in front of people they don't like, but it seems like this is protesting in front of people who would be sympathetic. So
what we're gonna do is we're gonna be chanting for the next 2 hours. And everyone, for 2 hours, let's keep it strong and our message clear. So let's start with, end the siege of Gaza now! End the siege of Gaza now! End the siege of Gaza now! End the siege of Gaza now!
Dude, they're bombing fucking Qassam rockets on us every day.
Yeah.
50 Qassams come from their fucking territory onto our territory. So there's no victimization here. You know, if Canada, excuse me, if Canada did that to you, you'd say, you would say, stop that right now. And if they called us Americans Nazis because we didn't allow someone to bomb us, you'd know they're just, you know, ignorant. Which is another big problem over here. It's really tremendous ignorance.
The occupation is got to go, hey, hey! The occupation is got to go, hey, hey!
got the guy selling flags here.
So you're with an organization called A.N.S.W.E.R. What is A.N.S.W.E.R?
Yeah, it's Act Now to Stop War and End Racism. It's a coalition organization of a bunch of different political groups that come together on a few points.
Why is everybody meeting here today? What's this all about?
The crisis in Gaza right now is a very serious situation, and I mean, it's clear that we all understand how serious it is. We've poured out by the hundreds today, and we're here to show our support and solidarity with our brothers and sisters in Palestine who are starving to death because of Israel.
And with the Israeli flag with the Zionist flag, and so it's replaced with a swastika rather than a star.
Yeah, there was another printout I made of the Nazi flag, but with the Star of David in it. But I asked the moderator whether or not it was acceptable. He said no, because the Star of David's a religious symbol. He said keep the political symbology, so I put the other one away. But basically the message is, how is this any different than what the Nazis did to the Jews? You know, cutting off power, supply of food, electricity. There's kids. I remember there was a huge outcry against, you know, those stories about Saddam Hussein throwing babies out of incubators on the floor. There are hospitals with Palestinian children that are dying the same way because there's no electricity to those hospitals. There's no medicine that's flowing into those areas. How is it different?
Occupation is a crime. Occupation is a crime. Occupation is a crime.
They're exercising freedom of speech. It's a great thing.
Do you think that they're going to change anyone's mind about how they feel about the conflict over there?
It's pretty well entrenched. I don't know if there's a lot of neutral people. You seem to be neutral. I don't know. Maybe it might change your mind. Other than that, I don't know.
Well, what do you think about another thing the guy was saying over there? Is he's suggesting that there's, you know, the people in Palestine are throwing rocks and they're getting fired back at with bullets.
No, dude, don't you know anything? I just said to you they're lobbing Qassam rockets into Sedrot every day. Sedrot, the town of Sedrot. You know where that is? You don't know a lot. You know, you're a reporter or something. You should know your history and your facts.
Is that history?
Yesterday they fired 40 Qassam rockets into Sedrot. Don't you know this?
Yeah, I know. I mean,
You should know that.
I should know that. Okay.
See how you can. You ask really poignant questions that are actually some degree of something, shows me something about the question you asked, but you don't even know what's going on. I'm not sure you have the right to ask the questions that you're asking.
Okay.
You need to become a little more educated about who these people are and what's going on. But it's good talking to you.
Yeah, especially when you insult me on camera like that.
If you're really interested. Well, you didn't know that
The only difference is really the victims. But conceptually, it's the same thing being done. You have the oppressed becoming the oppressors.
So you're saying that in some sort of reversal, Jews who were once victimized in the Holocaust are now becoming.
I'm not saying that that's their underlying motive. I'm just asking the question: how is it different? What makes it different? Because to me, the acts are the same. I can't speak to the intent, but the acts are the same.
Okay. And so you're flat out against the state of Israel being a country, or not at all?
No.
What is your position on Israel itself?
I don't really have a position on that. It's just the injustice that I'm here to stand against. It's just the injustice.
Okay.
I believe it's apartheid.
I can't believe you're an Angel fan.
I was in Anaheim a long time.
I can't believe you're an Angel fan.
How do you spell Qassam? I'd like to know. I want to write that on my sign.
Qassam?
Stop Qassam.
A-S-S-A.
No, I don't think there's a U.
No, there's no U.
I didn't mean to insult you, buddy. And if you're really a reporter down here, you know, doing something, trying to learn the truth, then I'm all for you. That's why I talk to you.
You're teaching me. That's why I'm asking.
That's why I talk to you, because no matter what they believe, and I loathe what they believe because they want to kill us all.
Yeah.
And I loathe them for that, but they don't want peace. But they have the right to do this here, and that's they have that right.
And that's right. In their country,
I already covered that.
But even if you look at
They shoot them in Gaza for free speech.
we were just having a beer over at Sugar's. and
I can smell it.
The girl comes.
Did you really?
Yeah. I was about to
You
say
want one? I'll
something.
buy you a beer now.
Maybe.
Look at a map of the Middle East, and you'll see how it's drawn. And it's 99 and 9/10% of the land and the resources are in the hands of the Arabs, the Muslims, what have you. The rest of it is a tiny little piece about this big that's called Israel, and they won't let the Jews live in that tiny little piece. And all of the Jewish refugees that were kicked out of the Muslim lands during the establishment of the State of Israel, they're not yelling for those people to have their rights back. All of the land that was confiscated in Muslim lands. And this is a tiny piece of land we're talking about versus all the oil resources that goes from North Africa all the way across to the Persian Gulf.
Yeah.
And millions of people and millions
Again, it's a culture. They don't live.
billions of dollars.
But it's not only the Jews that don't live in.
And they don't want
in those
us there, they don't want
countries.
you
There's no
there, they don't want
Catholics or
anyone.
How is the collective punishment acceptable? Wasn't this collective punishment?
What do you feel when people say that there's, rocket attacks and stuff like that?
Oh no, that's not acceptable either. The suicide bombing's not acceptable either. But you know what? It's completely disproportionate. Just in the news last week, you had some Palestinian teenager throw some rocks at Israeli soldiers. Now that's not the smartest thing to do. The Israeli soldiers responded with fire. I don't know if it's their steel-coated, rubber-coated steel bullets or real ammunition, but the teenager died. So that's the kind of disproportionate.
You want to go on that side so we show them the...
Okay, sure. Thanks a lot. Hey, no problem. What's your name again? Derek. All right, my name is Noel.
Free Palestine! And that's the bottom clash of cultures.
Yeah.
So what's the solution here? Partition this and this and that? No, it's bigger than that, right? It's two cultures that are coming together that are just so unfamiliar and
Basically, we want the Arab community as well as all the other communities around here to understand that there are people who care about the situation. There are people who are fighting and are in solidarity with the Palestinians that are suffering right now in Gaza. So it's an attempt to politicize people to get more involved and to become more aware of the things that are happening because of our foreign policy, because of our aid to Israel and things like that. So.
Is there what's I guess as far as the roadmap to peace, or what's the most problematic stumbling block right now that people are concerned about?
Well, U.S. imperialism is at the core of all of it. So long as our government is funding these bullies like Israel, these watchdogs like the State of Israel, there won't be any solution, any peace for the Palestinian people or the Israeli people.